I tell all my CEOs, this is a very, very, very important platform. And look, all the other platforms are important too, but you're up there now. You're way up there.
Best investments you can do in your future is actually go and re-educate yourself on credible sites and credible resources like Benzinga. I think you guys have been killing it.
The comment section on this show is remarkable. Like the quality of the combo, and just big shout out to you and your community.
So I love about you guys, you just had all your callers in right then. And it's all about the community here at Benzinga.
Well, good morning, everybody. That just stopped a little earlier than I thought it was. So I was just getting ready for some action, and I thought, well, I'd play this for you, and I did. So good morning, early birds. We have it's Tuesday, and we had a nice day yesterday, and we have a nice day today. I think we will, because I believe in it. I wouldn't say that anymore, but I just believe in it. So that's a really hard thing to do, to say as a day trader, if you're trading on technicals, to say that you believe in something. Let's just put out this thing right now so it won't bother me anymore. So little disorganized today, and that's because I have to get my hair cut today. Finally, you will say. Finally, okay. Well, yeah, maybe. Hey, Luca, good morning. Good morning, OP. Good morning, AGFY. Elon Musk himself in the fridge. No more tweets from him. Well, the strategy of Elon Musk is obvious. So he doesn't tweet anymore. Bitcoin goes down, goes down, goes down, goes down. And when it gets to a level that he likes, he's going to buy it up again and says, I'm going to buy Bitcoin again. That's what I would do if I were him. Just saying, this shows for information purposes only. Okay, guys, let's get this show on. Thank you, Luca. Let's get this show on the road today. We have this watch list: SILG, Macy, T, AGFY, CALT, ECC, KC, NETI, iQiyi, Walmart, DBGI, ATOS, SNMP, Bingo, and this. So I think that's a nice watch list for all of you to watch right now. Let's look if something's happening now in pre-market. I'm just gonna see if there's something with volume going on here right now. Not anything spectacular. TBLT, small stock AMC going up again, 10%. Wow. Neo trying to get up again a little bit. EVFM really down. Okay, so this is the watch list for today, and just let's have a look at what happened yesterday. This was GE, and I stopped out at GE. I said yesterday, if it gets above 1330, then I'm going to get in for the long. I did. And I got stopped out. As you can see, it was in the first 3 minutes, I guess. So it was a fake breakout. And I took a loss on this one. That's also happening. I'm going to show you those also. And this is Wix. Someone in the chat asked about Wix yesterday. Really got down nicely at this 215.96 level that we called out. So that's what we do on this show. We call out the levels to go long or to go short. It just barely held this one. So you could have placed your order at 216 and with a stop loss of $1 or something, then you could have just made this play nicely if you were into wicks. And of course, then the big one that we were all waiting for was bingo, and it was really bingo. I told you above 524, it's going to be a long. The next level is 541, and then the next level is 573. You can just see that here, that on 541, it really had some troubles getting above that level. You can see that here, tried to run one time, and then just got there. You really had some confirmation with this candle that it stayed above 541, and then you played it to 573-ish. There you got out 50-cent win on a $5 stock. That's just clearly amazing. It's amazing. So what's happening with the market today? Just watching my other screen right now. Something going on there right now. I don't see anything. So good morning, Stacy. Good morning. Conversation on character. I played bingo twice yesterday with 15%. That's nice. That's really nice. That's what we want to see. Look at the levels that I give you, play the stock, and then go for it. This one was not on a watch list, but I just took a look at it before I was live here. And this one is, I'm going to erase those because I played this one before. This is Fisker. And Fisker, after this move down here, you can see right here, it found some kind of level here. Very cautious to call it a level. And now it's really trying to get above this 9 here. So really everything above, let's say 11 to 12, that's $1 move, is okay with Fisker. So it's not on a watch list, but I just saw this one Fisker, and maybe you put it on a watch list with the levels 11 and 12. That's great conversational character. That's great. That's just great. Okay, let's do this. Let's do the watch list. SILG. That's the one. SILG. So why? Tell me why. Sometimes SILG. On the daily, this happened. So really hard to call a level now on this one. It's an ATF, a silver ATF. So what you want to see, of course, here is secondary runner action. So this is what you want to see on this one, something like this. So if it takes out this high here again of 1774, let us say, then you really want to go long in this one. Please be sure and be aware that you have to look at price action on this one. I'm going to do this note to myself on price action. I'm not going to call any levels under this. I don't want to see it go down to 1645. I really want to see this one go up again as a secondary runner to, well, to where? This is an odd one. Do you see this one? Let's just call 19. Might just do it. SILG 1774 and 19. 14.05 for that one. Okay, guys, slash that like button if you haven't done this already. It takes 1 minute of your time and it's really great for Benzinga. Also, if you're not watching this live, but if you're watching this later on, I can imagine that because it's really early in the States, of course, right now. And I see a lot of people watching this just during the day when they get up. And if you do and you don't watch me live, please leave something behind in the comments or smash that like button. That's the best thing to do to really endorse this Benzinga. So this is Macy on Friday. This was yesterday. And it's above its 50, it's above its 9, it's above its 20 EMA. So just want to see what's going on right now. I think a lot of people will not understand what happened here, as I did. So it might be just here, this consolidation phase where it's in now. This might just be going on right now. So keep an eye on this one. Everything above 378 comes down to 378, and then for the long is a play for me. But I just keep this one on my watch list because of this crazy move that it made here. And you see on other crazy moves here that it just faded after that. And just caught up in my English sometimes. T, also crazy moves, to say the least. So from 33.81 all the way down here to 30. And now you want to see this 30 holding here, and you want to see this really be a bottom for day trade. And that's because of this here bottomed out earlier, then made a big jump. Some jumps again here, just seem to trade nicely. And then just got smashed yesterday. And I think it's because of the news that was on yesterday all day long. Everybody heard about it, I think. So people didn't take that great. So 30 has to hold, and then you can play it all the way back up here to 32. And why not even do anything above that? So, but 30 has to hold. Let's also look at the other one then, not on the watch list, but oops, same thing going on Discovery. This is Discovery, and this is now the line in descent for Discovery. I think 33.43 has to hold, and then you can play this one also to the upside, and well, a lot of room, a lot of blank space here. Maybe this will be a level. But will it close the gap? Or will it? I think there's some potential here. AGFI. AGFY, sorry. So after the IPO here, it's just had this enormous run, doubled, and then gave it all back, and then some here. And the big question right now is, was this the end? So is this a first sign of reversal? This one just might, because of this and this, but well, not really convincing, is it? So in order to be some kind of recovery here, some kind of bounce that you will see here, you really need this one to be a higher low, this candle forming today. And for that to happen, it has to, so 70.50 is a level, as you can see here. And you hope that this will be the support here. And if it gets under that, then for a short, you can go to 706, and if it bounces on 706, you can move it up again to 755. If it stays above 750, then the next level is I'm gonna say 8.25. This green one is a level, obviously, but I see here something and I see here something. So 825, I would play it to 825 on AGFY. Good morning, Peter. Tesla holders are at war with Bitcoin holders. I think yeah, they might be. I wouldn't bet against Elon Musk if I had to take a position. CALT. So this is the move in post markets from 29.10 to 30. Volume is nothing on this one, so that's the difficulty, of course. So this just tell me something. I will. 1, 2, 3, 4 lines coming together here. So you want to see 28.45 at least to be support, and then 30 being the resistance level on this one. So that's on Calliditas. CALT, C-A-L-T. Something that's not going wrong with my pronunciation. Not only today, you say, okay, it never is, but it's really worse today. ECC. This is a lot of nothingness right now, and so on ECC, on a move like this, you also want to see this one to be a second day mover. So third day mover rather. Oh yeah. Sometimes I ask myself, why did I put this on a watch list? And then after a while, I see something. I see this happening here. So, okay, let's say that this one is 1450. Anything above 1450 is a long, and if it's really if this really is resistance, then you can play the short from 14.50 all the way to, let's say, 13. It's not a big mover normally, so it can be a lot of chop today. So this is also a possibility for this one, that it just stays here for a while and that it does nothing. But if it does, then it's on the watch list right now. So please be sure to put it there and to watch the levels 13 or 14.50. Hey, Mr. Richie Rich. I like that. AMC, yeah, we saw AMC. Disney's on the watch list, I think. Is it? Yes, it is. It should be. It is. Disney's on the watch list. Okay, guys. So just wait 1 minute, please, because I have to do something. I see something happening here. So please, 1 minute, and then I'll be
When you
back.
want to maximize your performance in the market, you need access to the highest quality tools and news available. Benzinga Pro stands out from all of the options you'll be presented with, and their instant access to market-moving news positions you to be prepared to take on the market in the best ways possible. Here's how it works. Benzinga Pro's news desk creates original news content that's available on your main news feed and gives you actionable information about companies you may want to invest in. This news desk information gives you the chance to beat the market, receive impactful news as it breaks, and jump on trending stocks before and as they rise. And beyond that, Benzinga Pro is packed with helpful features and unique insights that give you the best information possible. There's tools like the Live Audio Squawk, which streams every day with important news and timely updates, and the real-time news alerts that allow you to stay on top of every developing story you're keeping tabs on. Alerts and news will be sent straight to your inbox or delivered as live sound alerts. For those investors that want real-time, actionable, and breaking news about companies they may be looking to invest in, Benzinga Pro is the tool to use.
So that was that. Looking now at KC. KC is Kingsoft Cloud Holdings. And this is what happened to the stock on a daily basis. So IPO'd here last June, 1 year ago rather, and just had a nice run up. Couldn't get above this one, just consolidation here, not knowing what to do. Got up again here. You see what's happening here. So something's happening here in this area, as you can see, and then it finally breaks here and makes this nice run up to all the way to 75-ish. Then gives it all back. Really tries to hold here again. Gets up a little, but fails. So it's now on the bearish side in my book at least. But every time I see something happening like this, you know what I want to happen. And let's say this is 35.50 here. This 39.91 was my line in a sand because of what happened here, but it's not a line in this case. So it's an area today because it's not an exact point. Sometimes resistance is not exact. So if it's not exact, I'm going to make this one purple. So if it gets close to this one, then I know it's going to be resistance, and there will be some resistance here at 39.28 also. So what you want to see is it really has to hold 35.50, 35.99, so 36, then 39.09, 39.91. Can move $2.40 on a day for KC, but can also be very chop on a day. So it's really something that I want to see happening right now, and I'm just being a little too careless here. So if this is going to be a bounce here, if this will be a bounce, then 37.82 also has to break. We really want to see this one get up there. So it's going to be tricky. It just might hang out here for a while and then break one of these levels. So maybe it's not going to be today, but it's going to be in the next 1, 2, 3, 4 days. So for Casey, watch this one. Let's go to NETI, NETY. NETI. Seagate, you think OP? Okay, I'm going to write down. We talked about Seagate earlier. I think we had it on a watch list yesterday, did we not? I sometimes don't know. So this is NETI, NETY. And it broke through all the levels yesterday, all the levels that we see when we want to see that bounce. This one is more bullish than all the other ones because it's still above 200 SME. This is some kind of reversal sign here, and this really has the potential now of being a secondary runner. So please keep in mind 2012 to the downside, and then to the upside you want to see the secondary runner. And people who watch my show often, this is what you want to see now. So 2012 being resistance, support, and 2074 also being some kind of a level here that you can play off from. This. Here's something going on. Something going on. Just play this one as a second day runner. You really have to see this one as a second day runner. So this is what you want to see, and you want to see this on price action. So to the top, I think it might even go to 22 if it gets the volume. So my prediction for the day, 21.90. Okay, let's do 21.90 on NETI. Macy's. Oops, we played Macy's a lot of time. We're just gonna erase those now. So this is Macy's. This was the second day runner for Macy's. This is what you want to see. And now I'm not completely sure about Macy's if it's having its earnings today. Tomorrow. Macy's. If it's gonna be a good day for Macy's, then anything above 1930 is the long, and if it doesn't take out this one, then it's a short for me, 1930. And then the next line in the sand here is well, let's just call 18 here. So on Macy's, it's 18 and 19.3. OP, you wanted to see it. I think that was a Stacy stock sometimes, a few days back. So really bumped here. So those levels can go now. Above the 200. Really now in resistance here. So if you want to buy this one in resistance, hoping that it will take out all these levels that you see here, then be my guest. Nice upward trend here. Can move $12 in a day. Post-market move here. 214 is your line in the sand, I think, to the downside. To the upside, of course, you want to see this one breaking. So it's now just getting to its 9 EMA here and trying to break that. And if it does, then you have some room to 26. $3 on a $200 stock is not what I want to see. So above 22, 226.50. That's going to be resistance here. And then 214 will be support. iQiyi. Oh. Played this one around the $25 mark, and now it's just... So you don't want to play this on a long side. If you want to play this on a short side, then you can. But if there are no levels, then I'm also a little bit... If you see this, then you always say, oh yeah, I had to. Really a downtrend. Not a lot of movement, 70 cents. Just this tiny and weak signal here that it just might climb up now to a better place for this one. So 1241 will be my line in the sand as a support level, and to the upside it's 1327. So guys, how are we doing? How are we doing with the likes? Hit that like if you want to, please. Walmart. Okay. Played this one also. March 21. So, boom, This was March. This was the pandemic getting up here, smash down here. Really look at this, all these resistance levels right now here. So what you want to take out this 200 yesterday. So 140.50 is resistance, and you really want to see this one above 138.70 for the on the long side, and if it does not hold at 138.70, then it's a short for Walmart. Good morning, Linus. Hello and good morning. XPEF reached the bottom. Really, there's gonna be some earnings in this EV place. Yeah, you're absolutely right on XPEF hitting that. So I drew in this one here. Do you guys remember this? Of course you do. So let's take this one away. Let's talk about XPEF. If it's gonna be, is this the rebound on XPEF? Great call, Linus. XPEF is a great call. It just might, if other earnings in this EV sector are now positive this week, this day, tomorrow, and whenever they come out, then you really want to see more movement to the upside on this one. So 26.20 is my line in the sand, is support here, and then 26.20. Above that it's a long, below that it's a short. 28, $1.50 on a 26 stock is just nice. Good call, Linus. Pacro, FNGU. FNGU. Well, same story here. Looked like it bounced. We played this one before. Nice call, FNGU. That's really great about this chat, guys. You really think I just played that video that you may also find disturbing that I played that in between, but something happened here and I had to really step in for 1 second. And then I played a video on how great the chat works and how great the participation of other people in the chat are. And we made a lot of nice plays just because of the chat. Thanks to OP, thanks to Stacy, thanks to Frame, thanks to, well, P Acro right now, thanks to Linus, if I say that right. I think you're Greek. Am I right? So real nice this one. So trying to get up here, line in the sand is of course 25.77 as a support, and it has to get above this 26.65 for the long, and then there's room to 28.54. Nice call. Gonna put that on my watch list. FNGU. Okay, this is iQiyi. DBGY. Did we do that one? DBGY. Yeah. Well, no, makes no sense to look at the daily for this one. So I'm just putting this one up, guys, because it's this recent IPO and it has made some crazy moves here. And crazy moves is what we need for day trading. Because if anybody still asked themselves, what's he doing? I'm a day trader on the US stock market and I'm an investor in the European stocks, but I'm day trading for Benzinga, not for Benzinga. I'm trading now and I'm just want to show you what's going on while I'm doing my preparation. I do this every day at 10 o'clock Amsterdam time, 4 a.m. Eastern time. And normally I did this also, and I talk to myself all the time. And when I did that, I thought, well, maybe I just get put on my live camera and people can watch what I'm doing for preparations. And I'm going to do this again at 7:30 Eastern time. That's 1:30 Amsterdam time. Just go over some stocks again. And if possible, if there's some action, I even do some live trading sometimes. Some people who watch my show in the afternoon or in the early morning, they see me lose on some of those trades. So you lose on trades also. So, okay, this is no big deal on DBGI. Just want to hold 368 and then play it all the way up, back up to 510. Maybe it's going to move again today. I'm not sure, but I want to see what's happening there. ATOS. Also a small one. Made a little move here, but with no volume. So this is ATOS. So this is happening now. This is ATOS. So this line here is no longer of any importance. It's a small stock, $3.50. But if nothing happens on a day sometimes, then these small stocks still can move. So 340 is now the line in the sand, but it's going to get above that maybe during pre-market as we speak right now, but there's no volume at all, so I'm not going to trade this one. So I'm going to just say, let's look at 350 for ATOS. And then another small one. I did some scalping on this one yesterday. I'm not sharing my scalps with you on Twitter because I don't think that's fair, because if I did not discuss them on this show, then it's not something that I want to share with you because it's just stupid. So this is what happened to this one yesterday. Oops, that's not the right one. So we started just under this 97, then it got to this 128 mark here. And I thought well, if it comes back to that level again and breaks it, I just might play it, and I did. Made a nice little scalp out of it. So in and out very quickly. That's not my usual play, but well, sometimes you are. It's just for fun, not with big share size. Just scalping some here. And now, what you want to see on these small ones, it has to stay above this $1 mark. So if it does that, if it stays above the $1 mark, then it might get some volume again today, and you can play this one if you want to play those small ones. And then we have to go to bingo. we have to go. I was asked on Twitter, what's the entry price for bingo? And I said to them, just watch my show and I will tell you. So really, when I make a promise, you have to keep it. So here, this 531 is obviously some kind of a support. It's not an exactly so 5, because it just poofed through this one here. So we played bingo yesterday and made a nice 50 cents win. And it's now just this 565 is a level, as you can see here. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. $565 definite levels for this one. For now, you can play this one to the long side. 575 no longer being a level of any sorts. Had trouble here at this high yesterday. That's 585. So this 531, this is now in purple. And if it's in purple, it tells me that it's not just level, it's an area. So it can be stopped just right above it, because this is also 536, but I'm going to hold on to this 531. So it's not an exact level. It's not going to just dip its toe there and go up. Might be 534, might be 528, might be 529. That's just the price action that you have to watch. 565 is definitely a level, and then also there's this 573 again. So just trading between those lines here right now, and if that's the case, then there's not a lot of money to be made. So unless you go in with real big size and scalp it, but that's not what I normally do. So what I want to see really is this one to really, there's no volume right now in pre-market, and what I want to see is that that's my ideal play. And that's how I play most of my plays. That's how I want to play it most of my plays. So this is what I want to see now on this one, that it comes down here. And it just might not hold this 130, 531 exactly. So this could also be the case, but what I do then, I put my limit order here at 532. So what I say to my broker is, I only want to buy it at 532 and not at a higher price. I put in my order and walk away. And then I see an alert going off when I'm in, of course. And then if you're in 532, then you need to bounce, of course. So the next candle that you want to see then is this candle, with this low being higher than this low and this high being higher than this high. And then there's your first bullish sign on an intraday play maybe, but from 531 to 565, 30 cents win. That's just might not do it for me, but you might just scalp this one. So I don't know if bingo is going to be a play if it stays in pre-market like this. So 531 is the line in the sand, and 565, but also 584. So this is still 50-cent play if it takes out this 565. So I would play this to the upside here. And there's going to be a VWAP in play here. So you want to see this VWAP breaking also. The VWAP is going to be around here, I think, by then. And what you just might do then is here take your first 75% out or 80%, and then you made some profits, and then just let it run to 585 and maybe above that. And if it's getting above 585, then you might just decide to get back in again if it's breaking this level. So you can play this in different ways. So that's what I'm looking for at BNGO. Well, if it's doing an offering, then it will do it in pre-market. So we're going to see if there's something happening there then. So it's not going to do that when markets open. So guys, 5 minutes to go on the show. I didn't talk about CCL, did I? I did not. So CCL is interesting. Not only as a day trader, but it's interesting. And this is why. So this is COVID, and this is what happened then. Everybody knows that, of course, March, and it just plummeted. And everybody thinks, well, if it's going to open again, and then at least it has to go to this 42.36. I know that we said it also here. There are some bullish signs now, of course. 250 crossing, and then the stock goes up, as you can see. And now all these levels here are an indication here that it just might hold 26.81. You really want to see that holding, and then your next level will be 28.40. And if it breaks that too, then you can play it all the way up to 29 and a little bit. So really look at CCL on a day trade. But if you're a swing trader as well, maybe you can play this one. It's really interesting to watch if this gap will be filled. ONPH. My God, what is happening to me today? ONPH. Well, yeah, you tell me. It's a wild one, so be careful. Normally these are levels for me, but now if you see this, it just goes right through these levels. So if you want to play this one, that's a wild one, then you really have to do some price action trading on this one. Note to myself, it's price action trading. Okay. Who didn't shout out a ticker and wants to really see a ticker, or maybe shouted out a ticker, but I missed it? That's also something that can happen. Hey, SJ, good morning. So please, if you want to, be sure that I do your ticker, and please put it in there. And within 2 minutes, we're gonna leave this show, and then I'm gonna do some one or two tickers. Please send in your tickers, and then I'm going to see if something happening there. Just watch this video, and after that we can do one or two tickers. Tesla, really? Are we talking about Tesla again? So people are still not believing that Tesla didn't believe that Tesla did not make any money in selling cars, but they really didn't. So, and they do some wicked accounting, so it's really difficult to read their accounting. But it's completely clear that they did not make any money in selling cars, but that's okay. They never did in the past. And it's just a potential play, I think. But remember that all the other car makers are catching up to them. And if they don't do their trades in Bitcoin anymore, and they are not, and they will not be able to sell their CO2 emission certificates to Volkswagen, for example, then they don't make a lot of money in 2021 if they don't get their game up to speed. So Tesla, for the first time since ever, 200 SME. You know that this stock does not take any prisoners, of course, if it's really going there. So should you get very technical on this one if Elon Musk with one tweet can make this thing jump? I'm not sure, but that's a telltale sign, I think. It's under its 200 SME. So really has to break that. Let's say that it just has to break that first again and see that there is some kind of support there. So anything above 587 is a long for Tesla. If you want to play that, keep your Twitter account open. And if it's under there, then you can go to 538.86. So that was Tesla. Guys, thank you very much. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share this with your friends. This show was for information purposes only. Be aware that you can lose all your money while day trading. Don't follow me or anybody else. I'll be back tomorrow. I will stop saying that. I'll be back tomorrow at 4 a.m. Eastern time, and I'll also be back at 7:30 Eastern time today. That's 1:30 Amsterdam time, and we can go over some stocks that we discussed today. We can go over some other tickers that are gonna be in play the next few hours, and if there is any reason to do so, then I also gonna be day trading live in pre-markets. You have to see that because you can see me how I'm losing money. So be aware of those time slots and tune into that. And if you don't, then please look at this awesome show. This awesome show later on Benzinga with pre-market prep with Joel, Dennis, and with Spencer. Thanks for watching, and see you all this afternoon, later this morning, and otherwise I will see you tomorrow. Thanks, and bye-bye.